my channel. Today I have another makeup tutorial. I haven't done a video in a very long time, but I am back. So today's video is going to be on this makeup look that I'm wearing right now. I created this look using the Wet n Wild eyeshadow trio. I will also be incorporating the single eyeshadows as well. Wet n Wild has been one of my favorite brands in a very long time, and we all know that it's one of the most affordable drugstore brands out there. So if you guys want to see how I create this look, just keep on watching. Okay, so I already applied my primer, so I'm gonna go ahead and move straight to my foundation, and for that I'm gonna be using my Revlon Color Stay. This is one of my favorite drugstore foundations. Every time I need a full coverage, I always reach for this one. And I'm just gonna put a little bit on the top of my hand. And then I'm gonna be dotting that all over my face. This is probably a shade lighter than me, but the next one is way too dark, so that's why I'm going with this one, but we'll make it work. Alright, so now I'm gonna be using my good old fingers to blend these. I like this foundation. It doesn't feel greasy, it doesn't feel heavy on your skin, and you can build it up if you want. Like, this is just one layer and it's giving me a decent coverage. Of course, you can build it up if you want a full coverage. Okay, so now that I blend most of it out, I'm gonna go back with my brush and continue blending everything. Okay, so now that I'm done with my foundation, I'm gonna move to my concealer, and for that I'm using my Nyx HD concealer. And I'm just gonna be putting these under my eyes. On top of my nose. And on my chin. And to blend it, I'm gonna be using my finger. This is one of my favorite concealers just because it doesn't make my under eye crease. It doesn't crease under my under eyes. Okay, now I'm gonna take my damp beauty blender and I'm gonna blend a little more. I'm sorry if the lighting is really bad. I really have a hard time finding a good spot to film just because the house is really dark. It's really hard for me to find a perfect spot. Alright, now that my concealer is all blend, I'm gonna go ahead and set it, and to do that I'm gonna be using my Nyx HD setting powder, and I'm gonna be applying these everywhere where I put that concealer. Just to make sure that it stays in place and it doesn't crease. Even though that concealer doesn't really crease on me, I always like to use a powder just to set it. Okay, and to set the rest of my face, I'm gonna be using one of my favorite setting powders, and this is the Maybelline Fitme. I have mine on 130. This is gonna help my foundation stay in place throughout the whole day. And I'm just gonna use a powder brush to set these all over my face. So now I'm gonna let all of the products that I put on my face set for a little while, and I'm gonna go ahead and move to my eyes. And I already put some concealer on my eyes, so now I'm just gonna put a base. And for that I'm gonna be using these e.l.f. Smodge Pot. This is gonna be my base today. Okay, now to set this base, I'm gonna be using this single eyeshadow from Wet n Wild. This is in Creme Brule, and I'm just gonna be setting that base. Now I'm gonna take another Wet n Wild. This is the Walking on Shells eyeshadow trio, and I'm gonna be using this color right here, the one in the middle, and I'm gonna be putting these with a fluffy brush. I'm gonna put these all over my crease. And this is gonna be my transition color. Moving on, I'm gonna take another single eyeshadow from Wet n Wild, and this one is on Nutty. And with a more precise brush, I'm gonna be putting this one in the outer V of my eye, just so I can get a little bit more dimension. I really like these shadows from Wet n Wild. They're just so pigmented. I'm gonna be putting that in the inner portion of my lid. bottom lashes, I'm gonna go back to that same color I put on my crease, the middle color right there, and I'll put this one on my bottom lash line. Okay, now moving on to my mascara. I'm just gonna give my lashes a little curl, just with a lash curler. And for my first coat, I'm gonna be using my Covergirl. I'm gonna apply some of that to my bottom lashes as well. Okay, now I'm gonna give my top lashes another curl. And I'm gonna finish them up with another coat with my Wet n Wild Mega Volume Mascara. This is one of my favorite mascaras and it's so affordable. You can add some liner if you want to go for a more extreme look. I'm gonna keep it a little simple and just go with a heavy mascara. Okay, so to finish up my eyes, I'm gonna go back to the same eyeshadow trio, and this time I'm gonna take the top shadow right here, and it's just this beautiful creamy Alright, so that is it for my eyes. Now I'm gonna go back to my face. So I'm gonna start bronzing my face, and for that I'm gonna use my Rimmell Natural Bronzer. I'm gonna use these to contour my face. Then I'm gonna take a more fluffy brush and I'm gonna continue bronzing the rest of my face. When it comes to bronzing, I can be here for days and days. Bronzing is my favorite part of my makeup. I literally can be here for days bronzing my face. I mean, who doesn't like the J-Lo glow? I know I do. Then I'm also going to be bronzing my nose, just to make it appear a little bit smaller. And I'm just using the tip of this brush to bronze my nose. Alright, now moving on to my blush, I'm gonna be using my Milani. We all know this little guy right here. This is everyone's favorite. This is Milani's Beige blush in Luminoso. Luminoso. I try to stay away from cool tone blushes because I can get a little carried away when it comes to blushes. So I always try to stay with peachy, warm tones, just because I don't want to be looking like a clown. And to add a little bit, I know my lighting is really bad right now, but what can I do? That's what you get when you're working with natural light. But I'm gonna add a little bit of highlight to my face. I know I shouldn't because it's already bright as it is, just because the lighting is bad and it's killing me. But anyways, I'm just gonna be taking a little bit of my Milani gel shadows. This is on Bella Chiffon. I know it's a shadow, but I actually use these to highlight my face. And believe me, you gotta try these. This is one of the best highlighters I've ever come across. My nose is gonna be all shiny. Okay, now to finish up this look, I want to go with a soft lip gloss. So not lip gloss, lipstick. So I'm gonna be using my Wet n Wild lipstick in Just Peachy. Alright guys, so this is the finishing look. I hope you guys enjoy this video, and please keep subscribing, and if you guys like this video, please give me some thumbs up, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye.